Hello, today I want to do a video on, I've done some pendulum work, and although I'm not going to do that on camera today, it is just something that I like to do, and there are plenty of people that do pendulum work. I like to do it as kind of a foundation for my tarot and astrology work. So it's probably not something that I'm going to do a lot of on my YouTube channel, at least not at this time. And there are other people. Soulprint Intuitive Tarot does pendulum work, and I love to watch her pendulum work. But I'm just not feeling like there's a great need for it on YouTube, so I'm just not going to put it out there. And really, the one person that I've enjoyed watching is good. In my opinion, that's plenty. I'm happy with it, and I'm satisfied. I can do my own pendulum work, and there we go. Anyway, so the reason I'm talking about this is because tarot and psychic work, one of the things that happens is it's very difficult, and I've heard many tarot readers talk about this, that to knock down dates, to get the timing right. It's a difficult thing because you get a sense of something, a feeling about something. It doesn't mean you know when that occurs. It is a different situation to know exactly when. And myself, I've always had this ability to have knowing, okay? For instance, I knew that Biden was going to win, but I also knew that there was trouble. And I knew that there was a lot of trouble. And boy, oh boy, are we ever seeing that there is trouble and a lot of it. Okay, but today, what I want to do is I'm asking Spirit about this process that we are in and how it relates to my pendulum work of I am seeing a date of an official Biden announcement on Monday, November 23rd. Now, again, I want to say that's my pendulum work. I want to say that as a psychic and a tarot card reader, we have a very hard time getting these dates correctly. It's very difficult. But I am going to go ahead and say that I think on November 23rd, I'm anticipating some fireworks for whatever reasons. The 23rd is a date from my perspective that just stands out, and my pendulum continuously says, and I've asked, did Trump win the election? And I get an absolutely no. I mean, it doesn't even take the pendulum 2 seconds to start swinging in the no. And then I ask if Biden won, and I get a yes. I ask, when will this be announced? I do it a day at a time. And I've been doing it since the election. And for every single time I have done it, I get the 23rd of November. So I have a True Heart Tarot deck. This is, I consider it my Kamala deck because, well, we have ourselves the first female of color vice president. And for the most part, I think that she represents us and many things therein. So we are just simply going to ask Kamala Harris in the higher sense from the Akashic records. When will the announcement take place? Will it be November 23rd? And whether it is or isn't, I'm just going to go ahead and ask, because what do we have to lose? Right now we're sitting in limbo. This is pretty uncomfortable, I have to say. Spiritually, I find myself, I feel like the situation that we're in is not good. I feel like there's just so much darkness taking place around us. So I'm going to go ahead and put the laptop down. And I'm going to spread the cards around, and then, as you know, I do a left-handed select, as I just like that way. Okay, so, all right, Kamala, please tell me, Kamala. I saw the announcement, I see the announcement on the 23rd via my pendulum. Talk to me about when will the announcement take place? and I have no vested interest in being correct. I just want to know when. Please tell me when. And Kamala is, I just can tell you, I'm thrilled about her because she's a Sag rising. She's a Aries moon, okay? And both of these things tell me things about her that I want to see, okay? I want to see someone that is going to be honest with us, very honest. There's no holds barred truth, okay? And her moon position is she's going to be spontaneous. She's going to, more just kind of childlike energy to just tell us the truth. And we need that. Let me see where I'm at. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay. All right, Kamala. We need to know who our president is. This has just been ridiculous. We got somebody in there that's just Mr. Destructobot. He doesn't care whether or not he lost. He wants to win, so he's making way. Okay, and we start out with an Ace of Discs, something new financially, and that kind of takes me to a whole nother area that I had given deep consideration to this morning before I did this video. That, how do we continue this process that we're in where minimum wage isn't even enough to cover your rent if you're working full time? So this is the foundation. I don't know that it's actually relevant to that, but let's just go ahead and start and see where we go. But it is interesting that I got that card, but that's also an earth base. It could be a lot of things. Okay, so as we start out, oh boy, I love this. The High Priestess, okay. The High Priestess, this is a beginning of the reading, and almost as if to say something more principled, something higher, something more grounded, with higher authority is moving into the situation and is about to represent the next step. Now that's a little on the more comforting side because really I'm feeling like the level of out of control that we're experiencing right now is, even though we know Biden has won, it does feel fraught with peril. But in this sense, spiritually, there is something protecting that outcome. And in that, and you see this slip of a moon, like it's listening, it's from on high. 1-800, this election is over, okay? It's crossed by the Princess of Wands, this energy that wants to bring forward information that says, oh no, I won, you didn't win, I won. And we know that's not true. We know that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden won this race, okay? So the High Priestess is holding up Kamala Harris, which I think is quite lovely, as she, wow, what a time we're in. What a time, okay? To have so much inequity, so much inequity. And we get this fiery princess coming in to tell us that something from on high has said, no more, no more. The moon is listening. We can't do this anymore. That just all by itself is helpful to me, okay? And we get the 5 of discs, okay? And it's, here we go about the money and the virus and from on high, there's an eye out on this situation. And it's it's about over, okay? And this is in a past position. The eye, the all-knowing eye is paying attention. This is a 5 of discs, okay? The 5 represents the divine. The discs represent the earthly things, the earth itself, our financial situation, the virus falling down around us, okay? All of this, it is being divinely watched, okay? And we have this King of Swords. Yes, we have limitations, folks. We did a vote. The vote process, or our voting process, is very hopefully set in stone. There are laws and rules that govern that and keep us safe from fraud. And this is in the very recent past position saying, yes, there are some limitations to the process of voting, which makes it difficult to invalidate it, if not impossible, okay? And then we get this 2 of discs. I take this to mean that right now, or in the very recent past, and affecting our near future, there is some discussions taking place on levels on high to try to transition, and of course we all know that that is running into some difficulty. Okay, so this is that conversation and that money that needs to be released, which in the near future is going to lead to us being in a Native Sword situation. He's entangling, 45 is entangling Biden in such a way that he wants to create a situation where it's difficult for Biden to come in and make intellectual sense out of the situation. So I think, yes, you know, there's some very purposeful things going on. And then in the heart of it, we're getting the tower. I'm asking Kamala. And of course she gets the tower. And again, that all-knowing eye, that something higher than ourselves is coming in. Because in some ridiculous way, we've lost our way. And I don't know why it is, but it doesn't seem to be, you know, nothing is coming out the way you would think. I mean, you know, you'd think, okay, Biden won, and, you know, but yet it's still Trump running the country. And Biden won, and you would think that he would, you know, in some ways feature more prominently, that we would be really learning what's our new direction, how are we going to get there, you know, just the details. Some of the details at this point should be kind of coming out, but they are not, because, well, that transition isn't being allowed to take place. So most certainly we are in a tower moment. But Kamala, I want to know, is this going to lead to us having information on the 23rd of November? Because this is, you know, it's really not good for the country to have this level of stress. We get the Lovers, this process of us being in this codependent, very sick administration, and we're watching the administration as a whole support this addictive, mentally ill process, which just further really, to me, sends a shiver down my spine. Like, what is that about? You know, why are you not moving forward in providing us what we've asked for, which is a new elected president? What is this? And I can tell you, folks, it's codependency, it's addiction, and we've been needing to look at ourselves for a very long time. And we're wallowing in a state of mental health that's really got us tied down. And this is the addiction card, okay? And what's coming in our hopes and fears position, okay? Thank God, is illumination. I'm asking if the 23rd is the date. I'm getting in my hopes and fears position. The 23rd is going to be illumination. So now I can't say with 100% certainty. Of course I can't. You know, as I said, us tarot card readers, us psychics, we get our dates wrong because, well, we get the information because it's I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just an overwhelming sense of something, and you can't ignore it. It just is there, and it is what it is. So we have the sun. So I've gotten 3 major arcana cards in a row. The Tower, that being broken down, being connected to each other in a kind of a sick way. Then illumination happens. We are going to see ourselves as we are. And hasn't this been what this whole thing has been about? That we have failed to see that we live in a system that is 2 classes, the working class and the elite class. Whether you're middle class or anything else, you are the lower, and then there's the elites, and they get it all and you get nothing. So right here is going to be some illumination into that. And after illumination, rapid transformation, death of what is and what was. And although I don't really like seeing 4 now arcana, major arcana in a row, I do like to see it because it's telling us that the energy's right here, right now, and it's getting ready to spin. And today is Thursday. Let's see, what date is it? It's the 19th of November. The 23rd is 4 days away. So yeah, this could be that we're getting ready to see this, you know, the fur fly. And then we get this loving energy that's moving in. This Queen of Cups, this, thank you, Kamala. Now, Biden is going to be your Cups energy, and Kamala is fire energy. But nonetheless, this is a more loving relationship moving in, something a lot gentler, a lot kinder coming forward, okay? Then we get the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords, it's like we start to take a look at what all has happened. And your 7 is going to be a number where, you know, a lot of people consider 7s lucky. Myself, I kind of have a little bit different relationship with the number 7. I see it and, you know, I'd like for it to be lucky. And I'm sure in some sense it is, because it is used oftentimes as the 777s and whatnot for winnings. But at the same time, I also feel it's also for theft. I think we are going to learn that there was a good deal of theft that went on in this country. And honestly, I think that I find that deeply disturbing myself, because at 60 years old and in a situation where my body is on its way out, I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about my grandchildren. And quite frankly, I'm surprised that's not more talked about for a lot of people in my age group. Some people say it, but not as many as you would think. But you know, what do I know? I might speak to 5 people, you know, a month. You know, I'm not really like I have any authority in the matter. And then we get this 10 of Swords. That yes, the current process, situation, presidency, as we see it, know it, sense it, it's over. And although they're trying to find ways to roll on through and force their way into the White House for an additional 4 years, this here says that it's dead, gone, and there is no place for it to go. It is intellectually been decided, okay, and it is over with. And then we get the Empress, pregnant with possibilities for something new. You know, she's wearing her pomegranates. I like that, you know, that you look up there, it's very faint, but there's like a yellow bullseye or a Richter scale up by Kamala's brain. And you know that woman, she is elementally, she is fire and air. She's gonna be hot and sharp. She can speak her mind, and she is very sharp. She's quite capable of letting us know where she's at, how she feels, what she thinks. Okay, and I would like to go ahead, and I am just going to pick these up, and I want to do a real quick Moonology for Kamala. I want to know, just tell us, give us a message, provide us some comfort, provide Kamala some comfort, provide us comfort, Spirit. This has been a very difficult time. Please provide us comfort in the sense of Kamala and for Kamala, because she's got a heck of a responsibility. Now it's no longer talk, it's real. She is the VP elect. And I don't want to get too much into what I see coming because it's too early. But my emphasis is going to be on Kamala Harris because that's just the way I see it. And here we are, step out of your comfort zone. Have we not done that? Are we not out of our comfort zone? I think Kamala is going to have to step out of her comfort zone in a lot of ways. As soon as they are announced as officially president and vice president, things are going to be very, very difficult, okay? And she and we get luck is on your side. And that's her Sag moon, okay? And we have the new moon in Scorpio coming up in Vedic astrology. Work through your fears. Face yourself. Face yourself. There's nothing more honest than a Scorpio, okay? Your commitment is being tested. And see how reflective this is? It's her commitment to this process is being tested, as is ours, okay? You are loved and safe, and thank God, because this is a time where it does feel dark, and it feels rather unsafe, okay? Adjustments are required. So I think temperance is the word of the day. We just must be patient, but I believe that the 23rd of November will be a day that we understand that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is, in fact, our newly elected president and vice president. And with that, I would ask that you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And please do join me on www.twiggie.com. And I have myself and another reader, Pearl Rowland, and we do numerology, ceromancy, tarot, and astrology. So I do the astrology and tarot, and my lovely other reader does the other items in addition to tarot. So if you would like a reading, please do join us on twiggie.com. And I thank you for joining us here today.